Hi friends, in this session we're going to see the story Taro's Reward. The main character who comes in the story is Taro. Taro was a young man who was living with his father and mother. They were living in a hillside in a small village. It was a hillside area, and the job of this Taro is cutting woods. He was a woodcutter. He used to go to forest every day and he used to cut trees. So that was the earning for him, which was not enough for them because he wants to fulfill all the desires of his parents, his father and mother. So, though he worked hard, he was unable to earn much money. So one fine day, it was a cold evening and there was a heavy wind, and his father felt so cold. And his father told to him that I felt like drinking sake. Sake is a Japanese drink. It was so delicious, and not only delicious, it was so expensive. It was a costly drink. When Taro heard this wish of his father, he became sad because he was unable to fulfill that wish because that sake was so costly, it was expensive. He was unable to afford for that drink. So what he does was, from the next day he started to wake up early in the morning and he started to go inside the forest in order to cut down the trees. So he started this from the very next day onwards, and in the forest also he worked very hard. He was not at all getting tired because the wish of his father always reminded him to work again and again. When he was chopping down all the woods, suddenly he heard a noise from the backside. Then he put down all the tools there and he too turned back and he started to go in the direction from where he got that sound. Once he saw there, behind a rock, there was a fountain, there was a waterfall. When he saw that waterfall, he felt like drinking water. So immediately he went nearer to that waterfall and he took some water in his hands and he drank it. Once he drank that water, he comes to know that it is not the normal water, but it was the sake. It was so delicious. So in order to check it out, again and again he drank the same. Now he come to know that it was not the normal water, instead it was that delicious drink, that sake. So what he does was, he had a pitcher in his hands, so he filled that pitcher and he went back to home in order to give that sake to his father. And his father also drank that and he felt so warmth, he was so happy about that. On that day, a neighbor, a lady, came to their house, and his father gave that drink to that lady also. She drank that and she asked from where does he got this. And Taro also told that there was a waterfall which gave the sake. After that, this lady spread this news throughout that village. The very next day, people were there in queue in front of the house of Taro. So Taro's father gave that picture of sake to everybody, but which is not enough for everyone because it was a small picture. So the very next day, what Taro did was, Taro thought that again we can go to that same waterfall to collect sake from there. When he was appearing there, there was huge noise because all the people from that village, they come to know about this news and they were all there in queue in order to take sake from that waterfall. All the people were fighting against each other in order to take that sake. Then one man in between, he went nearer to the waterfall and he drank that. After drinking that, he told to everybody, those who are in the queue, that it was the normal water. Somebody have deceived us. Actually, it is not that sake. It was the normal water. When people heard that it was a normal water, then people started to murmur. And not only murmuring, they even thought of pushing the Taro inside that waterfall. They were talking like that. But fortunately or unfortunately, Taro was behind that rock and he was listening to all these talkings which is going on there. So he was saved there from those people because now nobody knows that he was there behind that rock. Somehow he escaped. After that, when all the people went back to the village, Taro again came nearer to the waterfall in order to taste that water. When he was drinking, again it is not the normal water, it was that delicious sake. When he tasted it, he was wondering because it was a magic waterfall which gave sake only for him just because of his good heart. Just because he was kind and compassionate with everybody, that magical waterfall gave sake to him and which gave water to all the other normal people. Finally, this story reached the ears of Emperor of Japan. Emperor means the person who rules over that place, Japan. So when he comes to know about the kind heart of Taro, he called out for Taro and Taro came to his palace. When Taro came there, this emperor wanted to reward him for his kind heart. So this emperor presented him 20 pieces of gold. All the people come to know about this, and this 20 pieces of gold is gifted to him just because of his good heart and the kind heart. So this story depicts the theme that we should also be kind hearted and we should also be compassionate to others, so that it will come back to us in a different way by giving us a good reward. I hope you could have understood this story. Stay tuned with Learning Station for further videos. Thank you.